I'm back. Okay. I'm here. I got my water. Let me see, do I use the headphone? Do I use headphones? I don't like the way the fucking headphones look. Nah, never did. Don't like the headphone look. You know, because first of all, I look like, it's debatable. It's very debatable what size head I have. Let me see where I want to put these headphones. Didn't know it was going to be a problem. Let me see. Here we go. Is the floor good? And the floor's okay, right? Are we good? All right. We should be. We should be all right. You sexy bastards, how we doing? It has been a hot minute. I hope everything's good. I hope that's good. I hope I have the soundboard. Listen, you know, we've gone, I think, what is it, the channel, 2 weeks or something? 2 weeks without an episode. Let me see if I can put this on a little bit, higher, you know, light a little, you know, more brightness. You sexy bastards. It's been you know, where do we want to start? Where do we want to start with this? I have a couple bullet points. I have to watch what I say. I have to, but most importantly, this podcast is for me today. This is my therapy today. 70 degrees on a beautiful Thursday afternoon in Brooklyn. I should be out. I should be licking assholes. I should be just doing what, you know, kids do. But but things have, listen, you know, life likes to throw you curveballs. That's just the perfect way to put it. Why, how you are able to move on in life and the way people develop thick skin and, you know, how people say they're so mentally strong or whatever. You know, it takes stuff to happen to you in order to develop that. And, you know, I'm no fucking Gary Vee. I'm no fucking inspirational speaker. But I'm just telling you what I'm going through and what I'm fucking dealing with. So crazy 2 weeks. What's going on? I had a little fucking... So the first week that the podcast wasn't out, this is crazy how crazy my other days have been. I completely forgot that I was sick, but I still have a little cough now, which always reminds me. It's always nice. I had bronchitis. I didn't get it diagnosed, but I know for a fact I had fucking bronchitis. I had the croup cough. Oh. Like every time I coughed, it sounded like a dog getting hit in the backyard. Like really, like I sounded like a dead dog. Every time I coughed, and sometimes it would be, you know, mucus. It would be just green, you know, vibrant, saturated mucus that was coming out of my trachea, my throat canal, and it wasn't fun. You know, I don't like being sick. I remember when I was in school, especially, you know, National Honor Society student, getting there, making sure I make the test. I never wanted to get sick. That's how I feel like I developed the germaphobe of, you know, tactics and developed the personality traits I had today. Was from school, not wanting to get sick to miss school, and how funny actually that changed. But I still to this day though don't want to get sick. No one does. But when people get sick, they're like, oh, no work, whatever. I just hate that feeling of not having your energy. I just hate being sick. I'm a germaphobe, especially with COVID. I haven't washed my hands more in life. So that's it. That's really that's something. But so I had bronchitis. I was getting through that, right? So that happened. If I have the nice handy dandy calendar right here, you know, it was, I want to say, I look at the calendar, not even looking. So the 15th, April 15th, I got sick. So perfectly, actually, Easter Sunday, I wasn't feeling great. I was not feeling good. I was gonna fight it out to go to my aunt's house for Easter dinner and stuff like that. I was gonna fight it, see my nephew Cash, and I just couldn't. I really couldn't. And then I get a phone call, Saved by the Bell. I get a phone call that my nephew's actually had a stomach virus. Whole family on the island had a stomach virus. So, you know, I had to skip Easter. And after that, after Easter, I started getting worse. I started, you know, just coughing up that mucus, you know, fucking farting out all the chemicals in my body. No, I wasn't feeling great. But I'm trying to put my words together in such a way, this podcast, because I got to lead to something here. But I wasn't feeling great. And then as the week went on, so I want to say, it was that week, and then Friday, the 22nd, I have it right here actually. The 22nd, a week after I was really sick. A week after I was taking medicine, I was feeling good. Friday, that 22nd, a week after I was feeling great, and then my life kind of got flipped upside down a little bit. That day, I kind of. Like I said, I have to respect people's feelings with this podcast. I'm going to say first and foremost to any friend, personal friend, family member that's watching this podcast, and feels any type of way of me saying this publicly or whatever. I don't care no more. I can give two shits because this is my therapy. This is my career. This is what I want to do in life. And I've gone through years of, doing my hobby or whatever and growing in it and kind of feeling like I was living two lives. So I already been through the fact of not being transparent with you sexy bastards and just in general the public, because I'm from Brooklyn. I have a very Brooklyn Italian old school family where it's like, don't tell no one don't tell nobody nothing. Okay, keep it to yourself. Shut up. All right, but deal with it and move on. All right, who cares? Like, who gives a fuck? So I already know I'm probably going to have like two people that I see after this podcast. Like, why are you putting everything out in the public? Because honestly, if I don't get it out some way, and I've tried therapy, they're all fucking fits in the head. Every therapist, I'm not saying all therapists are, but the therapists I've gone to, I don't know how the fuck they got their license. Because every time I went to a therapist, they would be like, so what's going on? How's everything going? And, are you good? Is everything fine? Then I'd be there like, yeah, this, and that. And then I'd get the therapist looking at me like, okay, so now, and I'm like, phew, right over your head. Like, is there no breathing techniques we could go through right now? And I know the whole trying to find the right therapist and the right person is a process, but I have no patience. I'm losing patience. But so anyway, let me just get to it. I will say this. A very, very, very personal. Of course, it's family personal. Someone in my life and someone who I would believe in everyone's life is probably the most important family figure to them. That person on Friday on the 22nd came out with, admitting to having an opioid problem, being addicted to pills. So that's what I had to kind of get, brought up with as Vinny Boombots texts me. Vinny, how you doing? So that's something I had to... Vinny, unless you got a fucking date for me, what are you talking about? Think about how you would feel if you woke up that day, a very, very, very close family member came to you and said, I have this problem. It's getting to be very serious, life-threatening. I can't cope with it. I can't fix it. I don't know what to do. And that just got my world ever since then has been in a whirlwind, okay? It's been, my brain has been a tornado. I didn't do the podcast last week. And was probably not going to probably wasn't going to record right now as I am because, I mean, listen, I didn't think I would ever have to deal with someone in my personal family having gone down the path of, an opioid addiction. Listen, my growing up in Brooklyn, of course, not willingly, of course, my family not willingly. However, it's just around you, okay? You know people that are on, pills. You hear stories of, people doing drugs with the childhood I've had. So, you hear it, but of course, you never ever expect to, one, feel you feel like your family got infiltrated by this terrible opioid crisis. I just never felt or thought that I would be in this position. And just this past 2 weeks dealing with, what it does to a family, so this person didn't go to a rehab or whatever, because let's just face it, folks, not everyone has the luxury of having that financial, safety, be like, yeah, go to rehab that costs this amount of fucking dollars to go through 14 days or whatever a month. Yeah, we could afford that. So people don't have that luxury. Okay, so then that's why you hear people saying I had to stop cold turkey. I was going through withdrawals, detoxing in my house, shivering. How many stories? How many shows? Nurse Jackie is a great show. Nurse Jackie is a show that if you watch it, it's pretty much exactly what's going on in my life right now. However, not to every extent, but the main story, the main plot, the main PowerPoint presentation to that show has a lot of the factors that I'm going through right now in my life. I have been strong. Listen, folks. Listen, you sexy bastards. Okay. Like I've been honest with you in the past episodes, I deal with depression on a daily basis due to these factors in my life, and this has come to our attention due to the braveness of this person in our family coming out and saying I have this problem. That this all came out on the 22nd of April, that Friday. Ever since before that, there's always been a dark cloud around my life, around our family. There's always been just constant negativity. Hence why I'm doing this with my life, and I'm trying to become a comedian. I'm trying to become an entertainer of any type, because this is how I get through the feelings I deal with my upbringing in my life that I'm dealing with off camera. So to think of me being this, and I hate talking like this because I hate like empathy, me, oh, feel bad for me. Not way whatsoever. I do this podcast to help me. This kind of feels like my therapy session. So everything I say, please don't take like, oh, I'm not looking for any type of empathy. I'm being transparent. Perfect as that. I'm trying to be transparent, so you know why. I'm not going to lie anymore, because I told you, I've been through years of living that life of having to lie. Oh, I had to go to my family picnic. Had to go to a picnic. Podcast couldn't go out. Or whatever. This video couldn't go out because I had to go to a birthday party. No. Sometimes it happened because the cable was off. Or the fact that, I whatever. Like family problems restricted of not putting out a thing, and I would have to lie about it. So now I'm not gonna lie. I can't, to grow as a person, I can't lie like that no more. No matter if I was doing this on camera, if I was talking to a therapist, I would lie either way. I can't no more. I cannot. So I couldn't force myself to be happy. I couldn't force myself to, which I'm not happy today. Today, fucking woke up miserable. Fucking these past 2 weeks since everything started, detoxing and helping this family member withdrawal. Let me tell you something. I've been a nurse for the past 2 weeks. Okay, I've been a detoxing nurse for the past 2 weeks for this family member, and I don't deserve it. I mean, I don't, and that's kind of selfish of me of saying this, but I've been talking to a lot of people, and they've been reassuring me that it's not selfish to think about, but in a way, it's not, because in a way, yeah, a family member has a problem. I didn't put the pills in his or her mouth. I didn't do what they did. I'm trying every day to create my own path in my family, okay? And that has nothing to say, or I'm not saying anything against my family, nothing, but I don't want, because I know the blueprint I was handed when I was born, okay? Everybody has this, okay? No matter if you grew up in a trailer park and everybody in that trailer park ends up working in the trailer park, you kind of have that blueprint of the path when you were born. If you're born in Bel Air and your family has all this money and your father's uncle was a lawyer, his grandfather was a lawyer, his father was a lawyer, then when you were born as a male in that family, and quote unquote, you have that, that clouded blueprint of, oh, he's going to be another lawyer. So my blueprint that I was dealt with, I was born in fucking Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, in a low middle class family that my whole uncles, whatever, construction, hard labor work. And that's every friend around me is pretty much the same thing. Father owns pizzeria, working pizzeria. Father owns bagel store, working bagel store. My dad, high-rise carpenter, doing construction, great at his work, makes a great living. It's hard labor. It's in my opinion, it's a labor that doesn't get acknowledged enough, just like cops and firemen. It's labor that just isn't appreciated. And it's like, okay, you're done with this job, I get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you got your pension, vacation check, look how much money I'm making. But I just know that I don't want that for my life. And I know that that was just the blueprint that, after you graduate college, yeah, that's what you're gonna end up doing. You end up just doing construction. So I don't want that for my life. Hopefully you guys can understand that. Hopefully I'm not like juggling my words here, because it's hard for me to also, choreograph the words, in the right way of not insulting people, whatever. But, I'm also, like I said in here, I'm also sick and tired of being sick and tired. So right now also, I've been trying to get a job. This does not give me money whatsoever, So I have to, sort of say to myself, Turbo, you want to be a stand-up comedian. You want something more than all these internet personalities or whatever that make their money on Patreon, fucking Twitch, show my left ankle or my tit and, you make $50. I want more. I want something more than that. I have my father, telling me, so how do these other people make money on YouTube? How do these other people make money on YouTube? Why aren't you doing that? Okay, Dad, yeah. Tomorrow I will wake up. I'll start a fucking reaction channel, that, and I'll be set. Yeah, but they have, the people that are doing those things, they have to grow that. It takes time to grow that. And my father just thinks, if it's fucking working for them, it worked for you. Why aren't you doing it? All right, and that's why you have to be nice and very patient with your parents when they try to help you in this type of thing, because it's like, you got no clue you're talking about in this field of work. You can tell me how to hammer in a nail and how to build a fucking 3,000 story foot fucking building, and I will be quiet all day because I need to listen from you. But in the entertainment world or whatever, I love when your parents try to be supportive and help. But when I'm in a situation like I'm in now, and I hear that, it's kind of like, just keep pounding me. Keep pounding me. Yeah, okay. All right. So I've been trying to look for a fucking job to try to start, to get out of this fucking slump that I'm in. I've been trying to look for a simple 9-to-5 job, and let me tell you something.
What's wrong with you people?
What the fuck is wrong with you people not hiring me? I go to Vitamin Shop, right? Vitamin Shop. I need a job. My friend says they're looking for people here. I'm a person. I'm people. I need a job. So that doesn't I get no call back. No email back. Nope, nothing. Apply to fucking Home Depot. I'll do cash out. I love wood. Okay, whatever. No call back. No email. Nothing. BJ's, not Blowjobs R Us. It's fucking BJ Supermarket. It's fucking Costco. I'll be the bagger. I'll lift shit. All right? No call back, nothing. But then I walk into the fucking place. There's a guy with one eye. I told you this before. But now it's reoccurring too much. Are they watching my podcast? Are they watching the shit I do here? Because listen to me. I'm not the way I do this to entertain people. And yeah, this is who I really am, unfortunately. I mean, you want to kill me for being this way. But if I'm doing a job, I'm doing a job. My head's down, my mouth's shut, and I'm doing my job. I'm not bothering nobody. And that's another reason why I'm very just fucking irritable and just angry at life right now, is because I feel like that's the main motto in my life. Yes, person A in my family may have done that to give repercussions to person B. Or, my dad may have done this to make my mom do that. I am always in the middle of fucking controversy and always have to get the outcome of it. I always have to deal with the fucking repercussions of it. Mom fighting with sister, mom in a bad mood, I get kicked out. It's happened. I fucking say one thing to my dad about how I really feel. I get off the phone. I hear my mom saying, why the fuck you tell him this? It's happened. I do nothing in life to hurt nobody. I have nothing. I really feel like Don Rickles is a person that I really connect with a lot when it comes to comedy, because yes, I may say some things. I may joke about some things in real life too. I have a sense of humor. I need to have a sense of humor in my day-to-day life, or else I'll just be a fucking depressed piece of shit moping around all fucking day, and there will be no this. So I have to use sense of humor, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, especially with, the fact that, and it is to bring this person back to health in my life that has this, opioid problem. It is to bring this person back to life, back to who they used to be, because, I've clearly seen a difference. But I also got to say to myself, like, these past 2 weeks, guys, if you ever had to deal with a family member that abused drugs, it's a emotional, mental, physical fucking toll that I woke up to one day and I was just put upon. And this person is doing great. They honestly, like, the energy that, I had to physically see this person who I love to death withdrawing and detoxing and being irritable and not sleeping. And I had to be the caregiver, which I wasn't mad about because I love this person to death and I'll do anything for my family. But when it comes to, like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. Like, every single day to day, I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Because it isn't easy to make money doing this. And I don't care what you say. And I don't even want the typical fucking YouTuber social media life. I want to be a comedian. I want to be a comic. In any sort of entertainment, I don't even know how I got. I'm completely lost what I'm saying right now. But you're gonna deal with fucking putbacks. You're gonna deal with getting thrown curveballs, and I feel like this is really, really, really teaching me for all the fucking. And I know it's gonna come. I know it's gonna happen for all the rejection, all the people who are gonna doubt me. And you know what? I've already gone through so much stuff that I hopefully can be more free and open about on future podcasts, but I already feel like I've gone through so much more than ever, and it has nothing against them, but I feel like I've gone through more trauma, family drama, fucking trauma and drama that has made me the person I am today, the mentally strong person I am today because of all that hurt and pain. And you know what? This isn't going to sustain also. I got to go to a fucking real therapist and shit to get all that fixed. But I don't want to ramble on about that stuff a lot more now. But I'm just getting to the point where now I gotta start opening my eyes to, you know what, Turbo? You need to maybe go off course a little bit to start being happy again. Because no matter what you're doing now, you're never happy. And it's the truth. So that has been my first thing, is to get a job, get a 9 to 5, just to get out every day and get a job and get money in my pocket, to be self-independent, not to rely on no one, and hopefully get my own place and just to be by myself and independent and start my own fucking path. And when family hears this, they end up getting so like, oh, what do you mean get away from us? What do you mean be alone? What are you talking about? Yes. Sorry if that really, for some people, everyone around you for so long has been putting stuff in your head, has been persuading you to do certain things. They've been molding you to be the person you are. I just gotta get the fuck away from everybody, I feel like. It's the truth. I would not be upset if I lived in fucking Vegas or fucking anywhere, just in a fucking 1-bedroom studio hut with fucking $10,000 in my checking account, and whenever that ends up, that's it. I'll come back. But I just need that time. And it's hard because then your parents take it the wrong way, and because they feel like they're the reason why I am this way, which it is. That's always funny when you try to bring up shit because think about it, I was born into this fucking crazy fucking scenario. I have these certain traits, these certain personality fucking whatever feelings, because of the genetics and the fucking DNA that my both parents fucking gave me. So when I bring up the quirks and shit like that and the problems I start to see, because guys, listen, a lot of problems I see in my mother, I have in me. A lot of the problems I see in my dad, I have in me. So when I try to confront them about it, I try to talk about it, once again, old school fucking mentality. What are you talking about? How the fuck can you say that? I put food on the table. When I get it, okay, I can't argue with that, but at the end of the day, if your main mentality is whatever, oh, but I did this, this, and this, so whatever, fuck off. All right, fine. I'll fuck off. But then they're like, why are you fucking off? Where are you going? What do we not do to you? I'm like, the fact that I just need to get away. So this isn't the podcast. This isn't me trying to tell you Curveball's not doing it. I'm just fucking, I'm not doing great, but I'm also not like, help me. I'm also just trying to be transparent. That's the biggest thing I wrote here. Transparent. I'm just trying to be transparent. Okay? I'm trying to be transparent. And hopefully this can help someone else, maybe if they're in the same scenario, and hopefully. But being sick and tired of being sick and tired is where I'm at right now in life. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired, especially when all the bad shit that's happening to me, and I could be an adult and be aware and also say that I contribute to some. But when I tell you the most dramatic and traumatic and life-altering things that happen to me, I do nothing to have them happen. Like, I have no say or nothing to do with those actions that I have to deal with the repercussions. Like, I feel like I literally am the bystander. I'm watching a fucking ping pong match, and then as it's going on, the fucking racket gets fucking thrown on my head. I was just watching the game. You know? Like, I bought my popcorn, I bought my soda, watching a fucking football game, everyone's having a great time, and then I'm the one that the ball gets fucking thrown in the stands. That's how I feel in my life. Everything that fucking happens to me, I end up having to finding it out like the actual moment, or just being shocked and what. Listen, I mean, I'll kind of wrap it in a bow a little bit if you guys are confused what I'm saying. Long story short, there was a night where, my man Fat Mac can, come to my witness here. He can testify for me. I was sitting here, whatever, doing something random on a typical November night. And one family member comes home, sporadic on now that we know whatever he or her was doing. And I'm just sitting here, and then I just hear, and a whole fucking thing starts going on, starting a fight, blah, 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 blah. I get kicked out for a week. So I end up having to fucking couch hop in fucking Staten Island for a week while this family member, I don't know, wakes up from whatever dream or nightmare they were living. Like, it's not fair to me. It's just not fair to me. So that's why these past 2 weeks, I really, 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 really have been fucking... I've been really trying to just get a job. So that's where I'm going to leave this. I got dealt, once again, shit hands in life. I'm dealing with them. I'm going to play them out. However, hopefully this can help me. Hopefully this can help somebody else. If you don't like how I'm speaking, if you don't like this type of conversation or this type of talk or me getting out whatever I have to feel, if you don't like this, respectfully, go fuck yourself and unsubscribe. But that's it. That really is it. And I kind of wrote the end of here to kind of wrap it to what I was saying. For the first time in life, I've been thinking about a plan B also. In a way, I know this industry that I'm in, it takes a long ass fucking time. If you're lucky and if you're good, it takes you at least a max 15, 20 fucking years to master your craft in comedy. And I'm in the point now where after everything's been going on, I kind of want to prove people wrong like now. I want to prove people wrong now. So if that means me going back to fucking school for 4 years to become a gym teacher and just start making fucking bank as a New York Department of fucking Education teacher, delete all my videos, I'll fucking do that. No, I don't think that's going to happen. Because I know and that's another thing too. I know if I ever want to get a real fucking thing going on, this isn't good for me. But I don't give. But that's also another thing too. I feel so strongly about my goals in life or dreams or whatever you may say that I can't even put into my head getting a fucking concrete 9 to 5, not like a side job or whatever that I'm looking for now. Like a concrete benefits fucking if you quit it's terrible for your life. I don't want to be locked into a job like that. And I haven't been thinking like that for a second of my life. So that's how I really know I am never going to give up on my goal and whatever I want to do here. But money makes the world go round, and the situation I'm in, I need money. So, listen to me. This may end up being one of the most embarrassing, looking back, this may be one of the most embarrassing podcasts I ever say I put out. Terrible, what the fuck? Look at you fucking, you're moping on camera, making people feel bad for you. Or I may look back at a better place and say, you know what? Look where I was at. Look at the mind space. Look at the head space and the position I was at then. And I can be happy. So I don't give a fuck, really. I said when I first started this podcast, I have to stop overthinking stuff I put out. I just got to put out and just whatever happens, happens. So that's what I'm going to do with this. So making sure I don't forget anything. The Mets are doing good. The Mets are winning.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall.
The Mets are winning. What can I say? What can I say? The Mets are fucking winning. I mean, the Yankees have the best record in the MLB, not for long until they got diagnosed with HPV. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The Mets are number one in the NL East right now, and if you're a Mets fan, you're going to see me at a lot of Met games. I'm going to be buying those fucking $4 tickets up in the nosebleeds and just walk around home playing until I get kicked out. That's what's happened. I love you guys. Every single one of you that is still here watching the podcast and just watching my crazy ass. I can't thank you enough, truly. Like I say, when I have these dark moments in life, and like I said, I was always honest with you in the past where I deal with depression and all this shit. So right now you're seeing me in this vulnerable spot. Okay, so and when I'm in these vulnerable spots, you guys help me get through them, and that's exactly how I was able to do this podcast today while I'm still going through all this crazy circus in my life. You sexy bastards, I really, really love you. Thank you so much for everything. Click the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, make sure you're okay. Make sure you're happy. Make sure the people around you are happy. Ask someone how they're doing. Ask someone if they want to go for a walk or talk or whatever the fuck on the phone, because people don't talk on the phone anymore. They just text and they blow them off. That's not a connection no more, all right? So, you sexy bastards, I love you. And among with all that stuff, keep your nose clean, don't do drugs, and don't be racist.